Science.
My name is Amy Graham, and I am in the Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry, and I mostly teach the freshman general chemistry courses, Chemistry 151 and 152. So my course is a general chemistry course, so it's designed for the freshman level. And in my personal classroom, I teach in a collaborative learning space, so students sit at tables of 6 that are round. And students are expected to actually sit and discuss the ideas about chemistry together. Now, this helps the students to develop critical thinking skills pertaining to chemistry and ability to solve problems using ideas and concepts that we use in chemistry. And we test the students by including both multiple choice responses, but also free response, which helps to build their critical thinking skills and help us evaluate those critical thinking skills that they have to use in chemistry. So what I would say to students is that effort does not always guarantee outcome. The amount of time that you invest is not going to promise you a better grade. So you have to think about how you are using your time when you're studying. I have a lot of students that say to me, gosh, that makes sense, or I get that. And I look at them, and a lot of times I say to myself, I wonder if you really do. And so what I suggest to you is that you treat it like how you would learn any other very complex thing. So one of the analogies I like to use is driving a car. So first you have to understand some of the terminology with driving a car. You have to understand what a gas pedal is and what a brake pedal is. And then you have to start to learn things like the rules of the road, the boundary condition. What is the structure that you have to understand around driving? And so a lot of times you take a driving course, and so you have to understand that to get your permit. And then finally, you actually get in the car and you have to feel what it's like to drive the car, okay? You learn how it feels when you turn it, what decisions you have to make as you're approaching an intersection. These are all very complex things that most 18-year-olds have learned how to do. With chemistry, it's no different. First, you have to learn the language. So there's some kind of memorization, definitional ideas that are involved. Then you have to understand what the parameters are surrounding these ideas. We introduce some new concepts, some new material. And then finally you have to be able to apply. You have to get in that car and you have to be able to drive it, which means that you have to do it. This is an active process, not a passive process. I see so many students, oftentimes they're in denial, and they say to themselves, okay, well, I read through this and I understood the notes and what she said in class made sense. And I say, of course it made sense, because I'm the one who said it. You have to come up with the ideas. You have to synthesize this information. You have to combine this information into your own knowledge framework. And that means you have to be active. Okay, you can't just sit there and watch somebody else do it. You cannot just sit there and watch me do it and think that's going to help you on the exam. Because I'm not helping you on that test. You are doing it on the test. So I strongly recommend that you spend a lot of time doing active things, not passive. So by active, I mean you need to be quizzing yourself constantly. You need to be doing skills and drills, and you need to be practicing applying these ideas that you've learned in chemistry to develop your understanding and to show you, to illuminate what do you know and what do you not know. Those are really important things, because I think so many students confuse familiarity with true understanding. Being familiar is seeing your mom drive a car and say, yeah, whatever, I can do that. True understanding is actually having driven the car and done so successfully.